And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Down, 60, orange. Tight end left, tight end left.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And it's fielded at the 34. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Bears take over. The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 43. Carry now for David Montgomery. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
A gain of 7 yards, and it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Pretty move. That is caught by Cohen. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2nd and 5. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Bears first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process.
Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll run on first down. Montgomery. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Kenny Golladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Operating from the gun. Love Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. From the gun, Love. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Pulled in at the 24. Burst by him near the 35. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, set.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Red. 18 Gator. Who there? Ready, go.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And an alley to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Check three. Ready.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a 1st down.
Ready up. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that. Ready. Give me that ball. Ready, go.
They'll run with Montgomery. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 6. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Love. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Sad Hut, 60 Pittsburgh. Here it comes. Smoke. Squeeze, get in there. Hut.
On 3rd down, Love. And Eifert has it. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw. Love. Open man is Ross, complete. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Let him know.
Off off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Okay, Frank. 53 is the mic. Hey, watch my 7. Let's go. Watch the square. Ready.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Black. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Chicago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Charlie. Mike 60. Ready, go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Got it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here I come again. What happened?
He'll look to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Undercross, undercross, undercross.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check safety, check safety. Rotate spell. Echo.
2nd and 3. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
3rd and 6.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. And he completes it to Cohen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Ready. 15 Lonnie, 15 Lonnie. Exit. Switch. Let's go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Alpha. Check.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He's coming. We got double up. Wall. Run.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Love. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, there's no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Ready.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 87 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down. It's Cohen, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and they're going to face a third down. Back to throw here. The screen pass here to Cohen, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
To throw on second down, Love gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Love. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down.
It's third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle that time to Deshaun Hand. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Again, it's Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden, they're down. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Check. Go.
Running with Montgomery from the pistol. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. On the draw, this is Cohen. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. They'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. George Kittle, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Back to throw. Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in what you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second and 6 at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow, wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, Orbit.
They're going on 4th down. It's Hodges. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really both sides did, but they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs.